So good morning, guys. Today we are going to learn about the schedule line category. As you know, sales document. The structure of sales document is header data, item data, and schedule line data. So today we are going to learn about the schedule line data. So what is meant by schedule line? Before learning to the schedule line, I would like to know for every sales document. Okay, every sales document, there should be line item, at least one line item, right? At least one line item, and every line item has schedule line, right? Every line item has their own schedule line. And unless and until if there is no schedule line, then we cannot deliver, cannot do the delivery, right now? Because what is the definition of schedule line? Schedule line definition.
Delivery data and delivery
Yeah.
line and confirm quantity.
Yeah. So what is the definition of schedule line? Schedule line definition. Schedule line means delivery date and corresponding confirm quantity, right? Confirm quantity for that particular sales line. Okay. So if we don't have the delivery date and corresponding confirm quantity, unless and until we don't know the confirm quantity and delivery date, so whether we can do the delivery, we cannot do the delivery. Because of that, I mentioned here, if there is no schedule line, then we cannot do the delivery, right? Again, if you go, the schedule line is divided into two parts. Okay, schedule line line has two parts. Guys, I'm explaining this before jumping into the system, so that some theoretical concept should be clear. That is, first one is the upper part. Okay, and second one is the lower part. I will show you in the system lower part. Then what is meant by upper part and what is mean the lower part? Upper part means if we want to procure some material, some goods from any other vendors. Okay, if we want to, if we want to procure any goods from third party, then upper part come into the picture. In the same time, what is meant by lower part? If we are manufacturing our own product or in-house production, then lower part come into the picture. If we are manufacturing our own product, or we can say in-house production, then the lower part supposed to be considered. Okay, I will show you in the system how the upper part and how lower part supposed to be there. Okay, then for the schedule line, like table is VB EP, right? For the schedule line, the table is VBAP, and the T code to define the schedule line is the T code to define the schedule line is VO V6. Let me write down here. The T code is, what is the T code? T code is VO V6. VO V6. V6. Okay. Guys, I mean, I write down here the T codes. Like for the sales document, what is the T code?
Vivo V8.
Sales document T code is VO V8, right? Likewise, you supposed to be remember. For the item category, to define the item category, T code is
Vivo V7.
Vivo V7.
yes, item category, right? VO V7. VO V7. Similarly, what is the T code for the schedule line?
Vivo V6.
Schedule line category VO V6. Okay, VO V6. So likewise, you supposed to be remember, right? And it is nothing but this combination is nothing but the sales document structure of the sales document, right? Structure of the sales document. Okay, so please remember this. Then what I'm saying, the T code to define the schedule line category is VO V6. So let me go to the VO V6, and I will select the standard schedule line category, like let's say CS. Okay, and I select this and go to the details. So what I'm trying to say, what I said, the schedule line category is divided into two parts. Okay, that is upper part and lower part. So whatever the control is there in the upper part, okay, if we want to procure that any material, if we want to purchase any material from third party or any other customer or any other vendor, okay, so all these activity control in the upper part. In the same way, if our that material is we are manufacturing in internally, okay, in-house production, then the below part supposed to be considered. Okay, also schedule line, do we have the moment type? Moment type is there. What is mean by moment type? Moment type, it is nothing but it is physical and logical movement of goods from one location to another location. Or instead of location, we can use plant and storage location. Right now, for SAP, that location is nothing but the plant and storage location, right? For from in SAP terminology, right? Plant and the storage location. Plant and the storage location. So this is the definition of the movement type. The standard movement type is 601. 601. It is nothing but good issue. Okay, it is nothing but the good issue. Then before learning the, also we have to have one more concept, that is STO, that is stock transfer order. Again, that stock transfer order is divided into two parts, that is one step and two step. Okay, one step. What is meant by one step? One step means if we are transfer the stock between two plant or we can say storage location within a company code, then one step supposed to be come into the picture. It means that, let's say, that is Nipro Medical India, that is the pharmaceutical company, and in that pharmaceutical company, they have the company code like NIPR, and they have the plant at the Pune location and at the Bangalore location. So the Pune location plant will be sell their goods at the Pune region, and Bangalore location plant will be sell the goods to the Bangalore location. If let's say 5 ml syringe is not available at the Bangalore location, then Pune location will be transfer the stock to the Bangalore location. Okay, Bangalore location, and within the same company code. Okay, then stock transfer two step. STO two step. What is in what is in it? It means that if we are transferring the stock between two storage location, between two or we can say from one plant to other plant, or between two plant or two plant or store relation having different company code. So this is nothing but the, I mean, what you can say, this is the two step STO process. We are going to learn these both the process in detail in upcoming days. Okay, so guys, do you have any question till now? Any question till now? Okay, so let me jump into the SAP system. So this is the overall, I mean, the structure of the, I mean, schedule line. We will go to the SAP system and check in details. Okay, so before that, I select the few at the schedule line category CS. Then let's say CS. Then we can select CN might be there, or here return for return DN is there. Then CSCB. Here CB is there, individual purchase order. Then CN, CP, yes, CP is there, deterministic MRP. Then we have the how many selected? CB selected, CP selected, CN selected. Yeah. So we will go one by one. Okay. Then is anything pending? Okay. So these are the schedule line important for us. Okay. Let me go in detail and explain this. What I said, the upper part is completely deal with the external procurement. Okay, external procurement. Okay, so let me go with the CS. Okay, here CS means that schedule line CS, which is used for the third party sales process. Okay, which is used for third party sales process. Let me go here. I already note down here. Here, this is the sales document type. Then this is the item category, and this is the schedule line category. So what is the CS? CS is the third party. Okay, their item category group is BANS. Okay, Third party means, what is the third party? If let's say I'm the manufacturing for the TV unit, okay, and I place the order, my customer is placed the order for the 100 television set, for the 100 television set. But along with 100 television set, my customer is required the 100 stabilizer. As the order is the big bulk order is there, I cannot lose the customer because of the stabilizer. Then I what will we do? I will find the vendor, let's say Sony, let's say Vigard, or let's say what you can say, any anchor. So from that, I find the vendor and I request them to for that 100 stabilizer. So in this case, what will happen? I will create the sales order, and in the sales order, there is purchase requisition will be created, and I create the PO for that vendor. And in the third party process, what will happen? The vendor will deliver the goods to my end customer, and vendor will send the invoice to me. Vendor will send the invoice to me. That is nothing but the Migo. And from the Migo, I will, whatever the invoice generated by the vendor, I will do the Migo, and so I will get the confirmation that that particular goods has been received to the customer, and then I will raise the invoice to the customer. That is the customer invoice. So it is the third party process. Let me quickly write here what is the third party process. Third party process. So in which what happen? We will create the sales order. Sales order is there. After creating the sales order, what is the process? PR will be created. That is purchase requisition. And in the sales order, the purchase requisition created automatically. Okay, I will show you how the automatic, here is the control. And after creating the purchase requisition, we will raise the invoice, that is PO to the vendor. Create PO to the vendor for vendor. Okay, once we create the PO, vendor will check that PO and vendor will deliver the goods to our customer. And as soon as vendor the delivery goods, after delivering the goods, vendor will raise invoice to company. Company means for me, and that is called as Miro. Okay, that is called as Miro. Okay, and once the Miro is when the invoice is generated, I will take in my stock. Okay, I will take that Miro is nothing but the whatever the quantity he sent, and vendor will be, I am selling that stabilizer for 1,000 rupees. Okay, but vendor will send me at 800 rupees. Okay, so because of that, there might be at 1,000 rupees or might be 800 rupees. Okay, so I will, once the Migo is generated, then I will raise the invoice to the customer. Okay, I will raise the invoice to the customer. Customer invoice will be generated. Customer invoice. So guys, this is the third party process. This is the third party process. So I'm repeating again. In third party process, SO will be created in SAP system and purchase requisition will be created automatically. Then PO will be created to the vendor. Then vendor will deliver the good to the customer, and vendor will raise the invoice to the company. That is nothing but the Miro. And then once raise the vendor to the invoice to the company, that is for me, then I will raise the customer invoice. Okay, so this is the third party process. Okay, so for the third party process, the item category is CS. Okay, so let me go one by one. This upper part, that is the delivery block, like sales document, item category. We can also block that particular material in the schedule line category. It is nothing but the delivery block. That is movement type. Movement type we already discussed. That is physical movement of the goods. It is nothing but the movement type. Okay, and here uh, movement type, that is one step or two step, that we can mention here. Okay, then as it is, then item relevant for delivery, whether that particular item is relevant for delivery or not. Okay, then order type is there. Guys, for third party process, the order type is NB. Okay, order type is NB. As order type is NB, because of that, while creating the sales order, in the sales order, automatically purchase requisition will be created. Let me show in the system. Uh, okay, so what I will do, VA 0, I will take one sales order, yes, is 16 yen, and item category is VB, VB EP, that is for VB EP. Okay, I will choose the item category as a TAS because I want that third party. Okay, let me choose number of order. Meanwhile, I will explain the rest of the thing. So how the in the sales or in third party, how the purchase requisition created automatically, there is control, that is order type. Okay, then we do have the item category, that is item category is a 5. For the third party process, item category is the 5. Then what that item category will control? Okay, what item category will be controlled in the third party? The purpose of this item category is that in schedule line category, it's like the sales document. Okay, so whenever in item category, that 5, it means that it is coming from the schedule line. Okay, that is the 5. So we are setting the item category information from schedule line category to the purchase requisition. So what is the importance of that item category 5? The 5 item category indicate that whatever the information available in the schedule line, okay, that will be transferred to the item category, to the purchase requisition. Okay, so to the purchase requisition. So that is the importance of that item category 5. Then we do have the item account assignment group, that is the one account assignment group. This filter control whether to generate inventory accounting document at the time of MIBO or not. Okay, so inventory accounting means what? Here, the customer, that vendor is delivering to the goods to the customer. So whether it should be post, whether that quantity should be updated in our system, it should not update, na, because it is sending from vendor to the customer, end customer. So this is the control. Okay, so guys, in third party process, 101% you will get the interview question. What is the controls in the schedule line for the third party process? So at that time, you should say that order type is NB. Okay, even if you go for the return, okay, I will check for the yeah. So check here. Individual purchase order. Individual purchase order also order type is NB, and the item category is 0, and account assignment category is the E, that is customer individual requirement. Okay, in the same page, I will explain the individual purchase order. So what happened in individual purchase order? Here the vendor is delivering the goods to the customer, but in individual purchase order, what is the customer requirement is that I want that goods supposed to be delivered from your end only. So at that time, company what will do? Company will take the goods from the vendor company will take the goods from the vendor and raise invoice to the customer. So here we are raising the invoice, we are taking the that goods from the vendor, so it should not be updated to our in our plant, that should not be updated in our plant. So because of that, here indicator is that in the customer individual requirement, customer individual requirement. So here is the control. Here how the purchase requisition created automatically in the sales order, because of order type NB. And order here, what is the item category? The item category. So in the schedule line, item category control to pass the information from schedule line to the purchase requisition. And here whether that stock will be updated in our plant or not, that is supposed to be defined from the account assignment category. Okay, then we do have the update scheduling. Update scheduling means we learn, I mean, how the stock supposed to be updated, whether it is one time one step process or two step process, or we can say in the written scenario. I will show you. Okay, so this is nothing but the I mean update, it update the stock, whether that stock supposed to be come into our update in our plant or not. So it is controlled by the update scheduling. So it is the totally the upper part. Okay, it is complete total is the upper part. So now we are going for the lower part. Okay, what is mean by lower part? Lower transaction flow in the lower part. Lower part means it's control our in-house production. Okay, it control our in-house production. Okay, so what happened? We learn in the material master. Okay, we learn in the material master. What we learn? Availability check. Let me go to the material master. I have given the example of that customer, right? Here is it is. I think it is not there or something. I am not find the proper place. Yeah, here I given the that is example of customer one. Customer one place the order 100 at the morning. Then customer will place the order at the afternoon for 100 quantity. Then customer will place the order for the 150 quantity. So while placing the customer order, if we will check whether that stock is available or not, and we will, if stock is not available, then we will send the requirement, and that requirement control is in the schedule line. Here requirement or assembly, what we will do here. So what it will control, requirement assembly. Actually this field, we can say it is one of the prerequisite to transfer the sales order requirement to the MRP. What is MRP? Material requirement planning. Okay, if we got to know that we don't have the 100 quantity, okay, we don't have the 100 quantity, then system what will do? System will whatever the sales order quantity is there, that will be updated in the MRP, that is material requirement planning, that is MRP. Okay, material requirement planning. Okay, so let me write down here. Okay, so lower part, we are in the we are learning for the lower part. Lower part. So one in lower part, one is the requirement. Okay, requirement or assembly, requirement and assembly. Assembly. Okay, then second is the availability. Here I explain how the availability will work. Okay, availability is nothing but the this fuel is control whether we perform the availability check or not in the sales order. Got it, guys? So these are the prerequisite. One is the material requirement, means that material requirement planning, and second one is availability. So if we check our availability check, then only in the sales order system will perform the material requirement, that is availability check. Okay, whether that material is required or not. Okay, then third one is the product allocation. So sometime if we want to allocate, if you want to reserve that particular product, then production allocation will be come into the picture. If you want to reserve the stock to particular customer to meet the future requirement, that is nothing but the product allocation. So these are the lower part. Now, like item category determination, okay, we do have the schedule line determination. This is the product allocation. Okay, product allocation. So these are the and availability check. Availability check. Then product allocation. Then question is that we learn the determination like plant determination, pricing procedure determination, then item category determination. So similarly, we do have the schedule line determination. Schedule line determination. Okay. So how the schedule line will be determined? The schedule line is determined based on the item category. Item category and MRP type. And MRP type. Okay. So you know that how from item category will become. Okay. So MRP type, from where item MRP type will become? You know the material master. From the material master, we learn there the material in the material master MRP type is there. Okay. So MRP type is come from the material master, and you know item category. So we learn the item category determination. Okay. And to determine the schedule line category, we do have the T code VO V4. VO V5. Sorry, VO V4 is the item category determination. The T code to determine the, what you can say, schedule line category is the VO V4. So let me explain how the schedule, a few schedule line category. If schedule line category is 10, if schedule line category is 10 and the MRP type, which is come from the material master, that is PD, then the schedule line category will be CP. Okay. If schedule line category is 10 and the MRP type is ND, it means that no planning, then the schedule line category is determined as a CN. If schedule item category is AFN, that is for the inquiry or quotation, AFN, that is inquiry, and the MRP type is PD. PD means no planning. No planning, planning, and here the item category should be AN. Then, so these are the few examples how the item category is determining. Okay, how the item category is determining. So that PD is that is MRP type is coming from the material master, and based on that, the, what you can say, the schedule line category is determined. So guys, do you have any question? So this is all about the schedule line. One more thing is there. So we learn about the yeah, that I already explained. So these are the few, I mean, I mentioned here that is schedule line category, there are item category and schedule line category. So you have to remember these. Yeah, guys, we can close for the day. This is all about the schedule line.